When picturing the threat of automation, we usually imagine a metal robot on an assembly line. But the modern artificial intelligence shock looks entirely different. It's invisible software quietly isolating and replicating your specific professional expertise. Researchers at MIT have quantified this vulnerability by looking at task complexity. As this spectrum illustrates, if a role involves a high number of complex, overlapping subtasks, it is incredibly hard for an AI to replace. But if a job relies on just a few easily definable steps, it sits directly in the automation crosshairs. Economists call this the GPS effect. When technology successfully automates the most difficult expert portion of a specific task, the barrier to entry for that job completely collapses. Consider the difference between a traditional London taxi driver and a modern ride-sharing driver. To drive a traditional cab, humans spend years memorizing thousands of complex city streets to pass an exam known as the knowledge. Today, algorithmic navigation maps do that exact same heavy lifting for anyone with a smartphone. This dual-access chart reveals the economic fallout. Because that specialized skill is no longer required, the labor pool floods with new workers. The total number of driving jobs actually skyrockets, while the average wages for those drivers crash. This dynamic resolves a long-standing economic puzzle regarding why routine task automation creates more jobs but pays workers significantly less. By contrast, when technology handles only the tedious, non-expert tasks of a profession, the remaining human experts see their wages steadily climb. This leaves today's labor force highly exposed. Since AI development moves in rapid, non-linear bursts, it is nearly impossible to predict exactly whose specialized skills will be commoditized next. Our current economic safety nets were built for a different era. Today's welfare systems are overwhelmingly means-tested, requiring you to prove you are destitute or entirely unemployed just to qualify for a lifeline. As AI eliminates legacy roles, it simultaneously creates new, highly specialized positions. This gap between the old skill set and the new demand is the skills mismatch, a structural barrier that traps workers in transition. Traditional welfare bureaucracy is simply too slow to manage this transition. A worker whose wages are suddenly halved by an algorithmic competitor isn't technically unemployed, yet they still face financial strain while navigating months of paperwork. With wages detached from traditional stability and welfare moving at a bureaucratic crawl, the floor beneath the modern worker is becoming more fluid. This creates a vulnerability that current safety nets simply aren't designed to support. This is where the concept of universal basic income enters the mainstream policy debate. At its core, UBI is a regular, unconditional cash payment guaranteed to every citizen, regardless of their wealth or employment status. Instead of waiting for individuals to hit absolute zero, this model installs an unconditional financial floor beneath the entire economy. It provides immediate liquidity to workers experiencing sudden wage shocks. By decoupling material survival from a traditional paycheck, it creates a crucial buffer zone. Displaced workers gain the literal time and resources needed to step back, pursue new education, and retool their skills. The loudest argument against unconditional cash transfers is the assumption that giving people money without conditions will undermine the work ethic. In Kenya, the nonprofit Give Directly runs one of the longest universal basic income trials in history, providing thousands of rural villagers with regular cash transfers. The results consistently challenge the lazy worker hypothesis. The data shows receiving a guaranteed income doesn't eliminate the drive to work. It changes the nature of the risks people are willing to take. Initial findings from the Kenyan trial documented a sharp drop in overall poverty. With a reliable baseline of cash, households were suddenly able to cover essential expenses like food, education, and healthcare without constant panic. The most telling data point is where the surplus money went. Rather than simply ramping up their personal consumption, recipients overwhelmingly used the cash to invest in tangible, productive assets like livestock. With their basic needs secured, villagers began purchasing the raw materials needed to start small businesses. This steady influx of capital effectively stimulated the local microeconomy. In the context of widespread automation, UBI functions as venture capital for the displaced worker, providing the liquidity needed to reinvent a career from the ground up. Scaling this model to a national level presents staggering logistical hurdles. Providing a basic income to every citizen requires a massive expansion of the public budget. In the United States alone, estimates often reach into the trillions of dollars annually. To remain sustainable, a figure of that magnitude would likely necessitate a complete overhaul of the national tax code. There is also a severe macroeconomic risk. Flooding an economy with continuous disposable income could trigger intense inflation, driving up the cost of living until the basic income itself is rendered worthless. Because of these risks, many economists suggest a more cautious transition. Targeted basic income for specific disrupted sectors or government-backed job guarantee programs offer middle ground solutions to ease the automation transition. Ultimately, the goal for the 2030 economy isn't to build a world where machines do everything while humans sit idle. The target is a highly augmented workforce, where artificial intelligence acts as an advanced collaborative partner, amplifying human potential. To reach that state safely, the structure of society will have to adapt entirely new frameworks. Humanity is approaching a moment where it must renegotiate its social contract, making the conscious choice that basic survival should no longer be strictly tied to human labor.